In the background, hormones follow their natural rhythms. Levels rise and fall slowly, guiding processes like sleep, metabolism, and repair. These changes are smooth and consistent. The eyes remain still, even when closed. Light is reduced, and the brain interprets this as a signal for rest. Visual processing becomes quieter, allowing other systems to slow. The ears continue to detect sound, but sensitivity may soften. Gentle background noises may blend together, forming a steady layer that does not demand focus. Time moves forward at the same steady pace. Each second follows the last, without change in speed. This consistency allows all processes to unfold smoothly. The environment around the body remains stable. Air pressure, gravity, and temperature continue without sudden shifts. These stable conditions support rest. On a larger scale, the Earth continues its rotation. This motion is constant and slow, creating the cycle of day and night. There is no sensation of movement, only a steady passage of time. Above the surface, the atmosphere remains layered and calm. Air currents move gradually, guided by temperature and pressure differences. Clouds shift slowly, changing shape without urgency. Water on Earth follows its own quiet patterns. Oceans move with tides and currents. Lakes remain still, and rivers flow steadily toward lower ground. Each movement is continuous and predictable. In distant space, stars emit light over long periods. This light travels across vast distances, reaching different places at different times. The journey is steady and uninterrupted. Planets continue their orbits, guided by gravity. Their paths are stable, repeating over long cycles. There is no sudden change, only ongoing motion. Galaxies move through space at a gradual pace. Their structure remains balanced, shaped by the interaction of many elements over time. Back within the body, small adjustments continue without notice. Blood pressure remains steady. Oxygen levels stay within a balanced range. Systems communicate quietly, maintaining harmony. The nervous system supports this balance by regulating internal functions. Signals move between the brain and body in a calm, controlled way. There is no need for awareness of each process. They continue on their own, guided by patterns that have been established over time. As moments pass, the body remains in this state of gentle activity. Nothing needs to change quickly. Each system moves at its own pace. The flow of time allows everything to continue without interruption. Processes overlap and support one another, forming a stable whole. The surrounding environment remains quiet. Light stays soft, sound stays low, and movement stays minimal. This consistency supports ongoing rest. Each breath, each heartbeat, and each small process contributes to a steady rhythm. This rhythm does not need to be followed. It simply continues. The body remains supported by this quiet balance. There is no demand for action, only the presence of steady, ongoing processes. As time continues, the same calm patterns remain. The body, the environment, and the larger systems beyond all move together in a slow and even flow. When this energy encounters matter, it is absorbed or reflected, contributing to the appearance of objects. Nebulae glow softly as light interacts with gas and dust. Their colors remain muted and even. Galaxies rotate slowly, maintaining their structure through the balance of forces. Stars within galaxies follow paths that repeat over time, creating a steady pattern of motion. Some galaxies move closer together, guided by gravity. These movements occur over millions of years. When galaxies merge, their structures combine gradually. The process unfolds without sudden disruption. At the centers of many galaxies, massive objects influence surrounding motion. Material near these regions forms disks that move in smooth paths. The universe continues to expand, increasing distances between distant galaxies. This expansion occurs steadily. Time provides a consistent measure for all these processes. Each moment follows the next without interruption. The laws of physics remain constant, guiding motion and interaction across all environments. In both oceans and space, balance is maintained through continuous adjustment. Energy flows in ways that support stability rather than disruption. Changes occur slowly, blending into one another without clear boundaries. Patterns repeat across different scales, from small systems to large structures. The steady nature of these patterns creates a sense of calm continuity. Within this continuity, motion and stillness exist together. Nothing moves abruptly, and nothing stops entirely. Each process continues at its own pace, contributing to a larger system. The environment remains supportive of rest and quiet observation. The gentle rhythm of natural systems continues without interruption. This rhythm provides a stable background for all activity. The flow of time remains even, allowing processes to unfold naturally. In this steady progression, the mind can remain at ease. Thoughts can drift in the same way that currents move through water or stars move through space. There is no need to follow closely or hold on to any detail. Each moment passes smoothly into the next. The calm nature of these systems remains constant. Balance is preserved through continuous, gentle motion. The environment remains quiet, steady, and unchanged in its rhythm. The slow unfolding of these processes supports a sense of rest. The background remains stable, allowing stillness to continue. The flow of information remains soft and even, without urgency. All systems continue in harmony, forming a continuous and calm progression. Breathing continues in a slow and even rhythm. Air moves gently through the nose and into the lungs, where oxygen passes into the blood without effort. Carbon dioxide leaves the body in the same quiet exchange. Each breath follows the one before it, forming a steady pattern that does not need attention. The heart maintains its calm and consistent pace. Each beat moves blood through vessels that reach every part of the body. This circulation supports balance, carrying oxygen and nutrients where they are needed and returning waste for removal. Cells continue their quiet work. Within each cell, tiny structures carry out processes that support life. Energy is produced in small, steady amounts, enough to maintain stability without strain. The brain remains active in a gentle way. Neural activity slows, and patterns of rest begin to dominate. Signals move across networks without urgency, maintaining essential functions while allowing deeper calm. The body adjusts temperature gradually. Blood vessels near the skin may widen or narrow slightly, helping maintain a comfortable internal state. These adjustments are small and continuous. Muscles remain relaxed. Even while at rest, they hold a soft level of tone that supports posture. There is no need for sudden movement. The body remains still, supported by this quiet balance. Digestion continues at a measured pace. The stomach and intestines move in slow waves, guiding contents forward. Enzymes break down nutrients without interruption, and absorption occurs steadily. The liver processes substances quietly, filtering and transforming them as needed. The kidneys continue to regulate fluids and electrolytes, maintaining internal balance with steady precision. The skin interacts with the environment in subtle ways. It senses temperature and pressure, providing information without disturbance. It also acts as a barrier, protecting the body while allowing small exchanges. Inside the bones, new cells are formed. Old cells are replaced in a gradual cycle. This process happens continuously, without noticeable change, supporting long-term strength and stability. The immune system moves calmly through the body. Cells patrol tissues without urgency, identifying changes and maintaining balance. There is no need for strong response, only quiet observation. Planets orbit stars in stable paths. These orbits are shaped by gravity and momentum, creating predictable motion. Each orbit continues without interruption, maintaining balance within the system. Time moves forward at a constant rate, allowing all processes to unfold gradually. There are no sudden changes in its passage. The consistency of time supports the steady development of natural systems. In the human body, similar patterns of calm activity continue. The heart beats in a regular rhythm, circulating blood evenly. Breathing remains slow and steady, allowing oxygen to move through the lungs and into the bloodstream. Cells perform their functions quietly, maintaining balance and supporting overall stability. Energy is produced within cells at a controlled rate, ensuring that all processes continue smoothly. The nervous system monitors conditions without urgency, allowing the body to remain at rest. Hormones are released in balanced amounts, guiding internal processes without disruption. The body maintains a stable internal environment, adjusting gradually to small changes. Across both Earth and space, patterns repeat in a calm and predictable way. Motion exists, but it is gentle and continuous. Energy flows, but it remains balanced. Each system contributes to a larger sense of stability. Nothing moves too quickly, and nothing changes abruptly. The environment remains steady, allowing rest to continue without interruption. The quiet rhythm of natural processes continues, supporting a calm and restful state. Water molecules continue their subtle motion, even in still conditions. This movement is constant and gentle, contributing to the slow mixing of fluids without disturbance. In the ocean, layers of water remain arranged by temperature and density. These layers shift gradually, maintaining a quiet balance across depths. Cold water tends to sink, while warmer water rises slowly. This exchange forms patterns that can take long periods to complete. Salinity also influences the behavior of ocean water. Small variations in salt content create differences in density, guiding movement in a calm and steady way. At great depths, pressure increases steadily. Organisms that live in these regions have adapted to these conditions, maintaining balance with their environment. Some deep-sea creatures move very slowly, conserving energy in a place where resources are limited. Their motion is smooth and deliberate. Light fades as it travels deeper into the ocean. Blue tones remain longer, creating a dim and peaceful visual environment. Bioluminescent organisms produce soft light through chemical processes. This glow appears gently, without sudden brightness. The ocean floor accumulates sediment over time. Tiny particles settle slowly, forming layers that build gradually. These layers can record changes in the environment, preserving a quiet history beneath the surface. Currents near the ocean floor move more slowly than those at the surface. Their motion is steady, shaped by the contours of the seabed. Hydrothermal vents release heat and minerals into surrounding water. The flow from these vents spreads outward in a calm and continuous way. In these areas, chemical energy supports simple ecosystems. Life continues without reliance on sunlight. Above the ocean, the atmosphere moves in broad, slow patterns. Winds travel across large distances, guided by pressure differences. These winds shape weather systems that develop gradually and move steadily across the planet. Clouds form and dissolve in response to changes in temperature and moisture. Their shapes shift slowly, maintaining a soft presence in the sky. Precipitation returns water to the surface, continuing the cycle that moves moisture between land, ocean, and air. This cycle repeats continuously, without interruption, supporting life in a balanced way. In space, similar patterns of gradual movement exist. Gas clouds drift slowly, influenced by gravity and magnetic fields. Their shapes change over long periods. Within these clouds, regions of slightly higher density begin to gather material. This process is quiet and steady. As matter accumulates, temperature rises gradually. The transition from cloud to star occurs over extended time. New stars begin to emit light softly, reaching a stable state where energy production balances gravitational forces. Around these stars, disks of gas and dust may form. Particles within these disks move in gentle orbits. Collisions between particles are gradual, leading to the slow formation of larger structures. Planets emerge from this process, taking shape over long periods without sudden change. Each planet settles into an orbit that remains stable, guided by gravitational interaction. In regions with less material, formation may remain incomplete. These areas stay quiet and unchanged. Radiation moves through space continuously, carrying energy across vast distances. The following time is calm and unhurried. These gentle science facts move slowly, offering quiet ideas that can rest lightly in the mind. There is nothing to follow closely and nothing that asks for effort. The pace remains steady, and each thought can drift by without pressure. Light from the moon takes about 1 second to reach Earth. Even across space, this soft reflection of sunlight arrives gently, without urgency. A quiet welcome settles here, with no need to focus or remember. The information that follows is simple and even, moving at a slow rhythm that allows the mind to rest. Each idea can pass by like a soft current, without needing attention or connection. There is no need to hold on to any detail. The tone remains steady, and the pace remains calm. In this space, learning becomes light, and rest can exist alongside it. The body can remain still, and the mind can move gently through each thought. The environment is safe, and nothing changes suddenly. Everything continues in a smooth and predictable way. The Earth rotates slowly, completing one full turn in about 24 hours. This steady motion creates the familiar cycle of day and night. The movement is constant and even, without interruption. As the planet turns, different regions move into and out of sunlight. This transition happens gradually, creating soft changes in light and temperature across the surface. The atmosphere surrounding Earth is made mostly of nitrogen and oxygen. These gases remain balanced, allowing life to continue without disturbance. The air moves gently, forming slow patterns of wind. Clouds form when water vapor cools and gathers into tiny droplets. These droplets remain suspended in the air, shifting slowly in response to subtle changes in temperature and pressure. Rain falls when droplets combine and grow heavy enough to descend. This movement is smooth and continuous, returning water to the surface in a steady flow. The oceans cover much of the planet and hold large amounts of heat. This stored energy moves slowly through currents, helping to maintain stable temperatures over time. Ocean currents travel across vast distances, guided by differences in temperature and salinity. These currents move quietly, taking years to complete their paths. Beneath the ocean surface, light fades gradually. Colors soften and disappear, leaving a calm, dim environment that remains steady and undisturbed. Sound travels efficiently through water, moving in smooth waves that can extend over long distances. These waves continue without sharp changes, maintaining a gentle rhythm. On land, rivers flow from higher elevations to lower ones. This motion is steady and predictable, shaped by gravity and the contours of the landscape. Mountains form over long periods through the movement of tectonic plates. These plates shift slowly, creating elevation without sudden change. The ground beneath remains stable, even as it changes over long stretches of time. Rocks break down gradually, forming soil that supports plant life. Plants use sunlight to produce energy through photosynthesis. This process occurs quietly within leaves, converting light into stored energy. Oxygen is released during this process, entering the atmosphere in a continuous and balanced exchange. In forests, trees grow slowly, adding new layers each year. This growth is steady and consistent, without sudden shifts. Animals move through their environments following patterns shaped by instinct and need. These movements often repeat, creating a sense of rhythm within ecosystems. In the sky, stars appear as steady points of light. Many of these stars are far away, their light traveling for long periods before reaching Earth. The light from distant stars arrives softly, carrying information about the past. This light continues without interruption, crossing space in a straight path. Galaxies contain billions of stars, each moving within a shared structure. These systems remain stable due to the balance of gravitational forces. Gravity pulls objects toward one another, maintaining the structure of planets, stars, and galaxies. This force acts continuously, without sudden change. The Moon orbits Earth in a steady path. This motion influences tides, causing water levels to rise and fall in a slow, repeating pattern. Tides follow a predictable cycle, guided by gravitational interaction. The movement of water remains smooth and consistent. The sun provides energy that supports life on Earth. Its light arrives steadily, maintaining a stable flow of warmth and illumination. Within the sun, energy is produced through nuclear processes. These processes occur continuously, sustaining the star over long periods. The temperature of space varies depending on location, but overall it remains very cold. Heat travels through radiation, moving quietly across distance.